I was probably pretty typical of people in the late 60s. I knew a lot about Vietnam, but was not particularly interested in going, and but then was drafted. I got my draft notice in December of '68, actually just before Christmas, good Christmas present. It was something that you hoped wouldn't happen in a sense, but nevertheless, you weren't totally shocked when it happened. You know, was married, had one child, and actually another one on the way. So one of my second daughter was actually born while I was in Vietnam. I've had people ask me through the years, did you even think about, not going or going to Canada, those kinds of things. And the truth is, I didn't. I mean, that thought never crossed my mind because it just wouldn't have, given our family's history, and you did what was right, and at that time we thought that was right. My grandfather served in World War I. In fact, I was named after him. His name was Manley, and he went to France 3 or 4 months before the war ended, and actually went through Camp Shelby on his way, and went over with 151st Infantry. I arrived in country on the 3rd of August, got assigned to the 227th Assault Helicopter Battalion. I was out at some fire support base somewhere, and helicopter landed, and my battalion commander, who was a colonel, Colonel Johnson, he comes over, and he's got a half of an envelope, not even the whole envelope. He had tore it in half, and he had all these little notes written on the envelope, and he handed it to me, and he said, "Congratulations, you got a little girl." I look back on it, and I wouldn't take anything for having gone through it, though. I wouldn't necessarily wish it on somebody, but it really, the experiences that I had and everything that I did, I think were part of what made me who I am, and I wouldn't want to change any of that. When I came back in August of '70. Flew out of San Francisco. There were a couple of people that made some, just remarks. Nobody did anything, but there was a couple of remarks, and it was, it hurt a little bit, I guess. You didn't. I'm like, I'm glad I'm going back to Mississippi.